Hey everyone, welcome back to another story. The message arrived at exactly 2:14 a.m. I remember the time so clearly because I just sat there staring at my phone for a few seconds before opening it, already feeling like something wasn't right. My sister never texted me that late unless it actually mattered. When I finally unlocked the screen, my stomach sank. "You're not invited to the wedding. Goodbye, loser." That was all. No explanation, no build-up, just us harsh words sitting there like they were meant to hurt. At first, I thought it had to be a joke, maybe some late-night prank, or maybe she'd been drinking. I even typed a reply, "Very funny, what's going on?" But I didn't send it. Something didn't feel right. My sister Megan and I weren't super close, but we weren't enemies either. Growing up, she was always the confident one, the favorite. Straight A's, popular, always the center of attention. I was the quieter one, the one who stayed in the background. But I never believed she actually disliked me. I tried calling her, straight to voicemail. I called again, same thing. By the time morning came, the message was still there. No follow-up, no apology, nothing. Instead, I got a notification from our family group chat. "Final wedding guest list is set. Please respect our decisions." My chest tightened. I scrolled through the chat. Everyone was congratulating her, sending hearts, talking about outfits and travel plans. Not one person mentioned me. Not a single "where is she?" That hurt more than the message itself.
I called my mom. "Hey," I said, trying to stay calm. "What's going on with Megan's message?" There was a pause. "Oh, that," she said awkwardly. "Sweetie, it's just easier this way." "Easier?" I repeated. "I'm her sister." "I know," she sighed, "but Megan thinks you'll create tension." "Tension?" I almost laughed. "I haven't even talked to her properly in months." "She just wants everything to be perfect," my mom added quickly. "No drama." No drama, as if I was the problem. I hung up without saying goodbye. For the next few hours, I just sat there, replaying everything in my mind. Every family dinner, every small comment, every time Megan joked at my expense and everyone laughed. Maybe this wasn't sudden. Maybe I just chose not to see it. By the afternoon, the shock started turning into anger. If she didn't want me there, fine. If my whole family saw me as complicated, fine. But something didn't sit right. Because Megan had forgotten one very important detail. 2 years ago, when she was struggling financially, I helped her, quietly. She didn't want anyone to know, so I kept it between us. I transferred money into a joint checking account we both had access to. It was meant to help with her wedding expenses. She promised she'd pay me back. She never did.
And now she was calling me a loser and acting like I didn't exist. I slowly opened my banking app. There it was, the shared account. Still active, still under both our names, still holding the money I had put in. My fingers hovered over the screen. I wasn't someone who acted out of anger, but this wasn't just anger anymore. This was betrayal. I thought about her message again. "Goodbye, loser." I took a deep breath and did something she never expected. I transferred every single dollar out of that account. As the confirmation popped up, I realized something. If she could remove me from her life that easily, then she was about to find out exactly what that decision would cost. The moment the transfer completed, my phone exploded with notifications. Megan was calling over and over again. I watched the screen light up across the table. For the first time since her message, my heartbeat felt steady. I didn't answer. Not yet. Then came a text. "What did you do? Why is the account empty? Answer me right now." I waited a few seconds before replying. "You said goodbye." There was a pause. Then she called again. This time I picked up. "What is wrong with you?" she shouted immediately. "That money was for my wedding." I stayed calm. "That money was mine." "No, it wasn't. You gave it to me." "I helped you," I corrected. "I didn't give you permission to erase me from your life." She let out a sharp laugh. "You're so dramatic. This is exactly why I didn't want you there." Something inside me just went still. "Send it back," she demanded. Silence. Then more coldly, "You have no idea what you've done." "I think I do," I said. I stopped being used. And before she could say anything else, I hung up. A few minutes later, my mom called. I almost ignored it, but I answered. "What did you do to your sister?" she asked immediately. I took back my money. "That wasn't just your money," she snapped. "That was for the venue, the catering, everything." "Then maybe Megan shouldn't have cut off the person paying for it," I replied. "You're ruining her wedding." "No," I said quietly. "She did that herself." There was a pause. Then she said something that made everything click. "You've always been jealous of her." I actually laughed, but there was nothing funny about it. Jealous? Of what? Being treated like I don't matter? "You're overreacting," she insisted. "Just send the money back and we can fix this." Fix it? Like nothing happened? Like I hadn't been insulted, excluded, and blamed all at once? "No," I said again. "You're being selfish." I learned from the best. And I ended the call. The house went completely quiet. For the first time in years, I wasn't trying to fix things. I wasn't making things easier for them. I was just done. About an hour later, another message came through. This time, it wasn't Megan. It was her fiancé. "Hey, I think we need to talk." I stared at the screen, a strange feeling settling in my chest. This didn't seem like it was about the money anymore. Then his next message came in, and everything changed. "I didn't know that money was yours," he wrote. "Megan told me her parents paid for everything." My grip tightened around the phone. "She also didn't tell me she cut you off," he added. Before I could respond, another message popped up. I just canceled the wedding. My heart skipped. "What?" I typed quickly. "I can't marry someone who lies like this," he replied. "If she can do this to her own sister, what would she do to me?" I sat there in silence, letting it all sink in. A second later, my phone started ringing again. Megan. But this time, I didn't answer. Because for once, she was the one who had lost everything.